no one has ordered any Mott pedal cars, which is a good thing in a way, because I've been very busy planting and cleaning garlic. But in another way, it's a bad thing. In a financial way, I mean. So I came up with a cunning plan to make a little money. Woohoo! How rich I will be! The plan simply is to combine one of the cars with my little silhouette pictures thing that I showed you a while ago. So if I pedal into town on market day, which I do anyway most weeks, then perhaps I could sell a picture or two whilst I'm there, and that way I could do my little bit of socialising, which I like to do, and earn enough to buy a coffee and some bananas. See, I told you it was cunning. All I need is a stand that attaches to the car somehow, securely, that allows me to display my wares. The car itself attracts some interest, so it will be doubly useful. The challenge is that the display stand has to weigh very little and not take up much space in the car, because everything has to fit in the car, including the pictures, and an umbrella, and bananas, and me. So it's going to have to fold up for transportation. I used a pizza box to help me visualize the fold out part. It will sit in the storage box next to the seat. At first I was going to have it fold vertically and tie it somehow to the side of the car, but then I remembered I'd already made brackets for the roof in the red car that take lightweight pipes, which would mean the display board would be up higher, which would be a good thing, unless of course it's windy, when it would be a very bad thing. Well, we'll see. So this is me cutting out some 6mm plywood on the CNC router. Now, because the lettering is very thin, I had to go from my usual 6mm cutter to a 3mm one, which meant cutting was much slower than usual, so I just speeded this bit up. And even then, things went wrong with my letter R. I guess the bit in the middle was just too flexible and was eaten up by the cutter. So I patched it, and I hope it will survive. Everything else seemed okay, so I cut it up into thirds and hinged them back together again. Now, the thing about my little pictures is they're all the same size, which was a deliberate strategy from the beginning, because that would mean one less variable in my designing. And it makes this stage easier too, how to lay them out on the board. They are both upright and sideways on, so there was still a little bit of juggling. So they're all the same size, made with the same black paper on the same colour background, and yet still they can take me a whole day to design one, because there are still infinite different ways to draw a dog or a tree or whatever. Imagine if I was worrying about the colour and the size and everything as well. I just couldn't cope with the possibilities. There's enough room for 16 different pictures on the stand, which is more designs than I have so far, so it will surely do for now. Now I added brackets to the green car. And used longer support pipes. And some bungee cord to keep the stand against the support. And some thin elastic to hold each one in place. So I think it's done. I think it's ready for a test at least. Unfortunately, it's completely the wrong time of year for it to actually work commercially. Because the tourists have all gone home again, but perhaps there'll be some customers for Christmas. Who knows? And of course, I wanted to show you it all set up on the square with a long line of customers all ready to go. But it doesn't have a rain cover because it's already vulnerable enough in the wind. So I couldn't use it this market day. And anyway, there wouldn't be anyone around. So we'll all just have to wait till next week and hope for sunnier weather. And in the meantime, get on with other things. Yes, Tim. Go on then.